Sakurai is a madman. He's a madman. But hey, you know, video games are too expensive and the grass is green. What else is new? Hey guys, it is Cyanize here. Today we are talking about the Kirby Air Riders Direct. I cannot believe he felt the need to make another Direct in regards to this game. And I will be completely honest before I say anything in regards to this game. I didn't mention it in my initial thoughts when the first Direct came out. But since Sonic Racing Crossworlds and Mario Kart World have already been on the market for a bit, and I've played both of those a pretty good amount, I honestly was going to wait on this game. I wasn't going to even think about purchasing it. I just feel like I've gotten my fill on kart racers this year, you know? It's not really anything Kirby Air Riders did, but the fact that it's $70, and the fact that I literally just got Pokemon Legends EA, and I'm going to probably get like 1 or 2 more games this year before the year ends that are all $70, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to pass this game up. I'll just wait a little bit. I'll grab it later. But after seeing this Direct, I have new thoughts. I have new thoughts. Sakurai said he had an hour of things to talk about, and he had an hour of things to yap about. Even though I'm a bit late to be talking about this, I still want to talk about it because I am working on 2 Legends EA videos coming up soon, so stay tuned. But hopefully you guys be a little bit more patient with me, and for now, let's talk about Kirby Air Riders. So to start off, he talks about Kirby Top Ride. He goes over the history in the original Kirby Air Riders, and you know, how the mode was kind of a fun little thing that a lot of the GameCube owners could play alongside the main meat and potatoes. And then he's like, it would be quite a challenge to add this into the game. So we did it anyway, and he does this the entire Direct. It is actually one of the funniest things ever. And while I never did get around to playing Kirby Air Rider on the GameCube, I imagine that this mode was quite a small mode, but then he goes on for like, what, like 5 minutes talking about this mode and all the new features he added, all the new characters, the control schemes, the new power-ups, different maps. It is absolutely insane how much he's added to this mode. And thank goodness too, because I really thought that this game was mostly going to be racing and city trial, and we'll go more into it as we go through this Direct. But I really do appreciate that there was a lot going on with the other modes outside of city trial and the main racing, and I really appreciate that a lot, especially because I feel like, in my opinion, the main racing hasn't really grabbed me. It seemed a little crazy as well. And I guess actually jumping forward a bit, because I'm really excited to talk about this, one of the main like contentions I had with the game was that it looked way too overstimulating. I don't know why, but the game just looked absolutely crazy. And then he goes into the settings and he's like, yeah, if you think the camera work is a little crazy, you can turn that off and you can make it not as crazy. And I'm like, oh my god, thank god for accessibility. I mean, that's kind of the whole theme with this Direct. Is there something you want to see in Kirby Air Riders? Boom, he probably already did it, or he probably already thought about it, and it is absolutely insane. We're going to see that further on as we keep going. But yeah, he just talks about Top Ride a bit. It's probably not the mode I'm going to be playing the most, but I seriously do appreciate that there's a lot being added to this mode, and I cannot wait to give it a shot. He then also talks about the single player content Road Trip, and it is kind of interesting. I don't know if I'm too interested in it. But that's kind of how you unlock a lot of the cool stuff, and it is the story mode. That's where all the cool stuff is going to be. You'll also find a lot of like boss characters and route characters to me, and as a Kirby fan, it's really cool to see characters like Aline from Kirby Canvas Curse, as well as Amazing Mirror and Forgotten Land and all the works in regards to that. I think it's going to be a really cool mode. I don't know if I'm going to be too into it, but I cannot wait to try it out. And hey, Sonic Racing Crossworlds and Mario Kart World both didn't have a single player adventure mode, so that's definitely going to help this game stand out a little bit more compared to those two. He then talks about the online mode, and oh my goodness, it is surprising how jam-packed this online mode is. He goes on for like 3 minutes about a freaking license that you can customize and put whatever you want on it. Also returning from Smash Brothers. I mean, kind of obvious considering Sakurai worked on Smash Brothers. There's a lot of Smash Brothers influence. Global wind power, so you're gonna be able to flex your global wind power. Cannot wait for that. That's always going to be fun. But yeah, you can customize a lot with this. You could add stickers, you could add your name and whatnot, different titles in regards to your name. And then he talks about the lobby, and I think the cool thing about the lobby is that you can run around as your main character, and you can run around as if you were playing a 3D Kirby game. All these Kirby characters have animations and walk cycles and jumps, and all have emotes and expressions they can do. It's so cool. It's so cool. I don't know what to say. It's so cool and charming and cute. And I love it so much. And they also have little like commands you can do to like voice to people and whatnot. So you can ask people to like voice chat. You can say hello to them. You could say I'm happy. If you want to let the lobby know you're happy, you can. And I think that's really cool. Something really simple, of course, that, you know, doesn't really mean too much in the grand scheme of things. But of course, Sakurai had to talk about it because he's Sakurai. He loves talking about these little details. And I'm going to talk about it too because I think it's really cool. And I think the action for doing it's really nice. And again, I also really appreciate that there's like a button you can do to just activate voice chat if you want to, or maybe not activate it, but like signify that you want to do voice chat. I just love that they're integrating voice chat more into games like these. And I say that because I remember using things like Miiverse back in the day, and that's how I met up with a lot of people. And so having a way to meet people that you find online and you want to like talk to them and get closer to them and make friends over a funny little Kirby racing game, I think is really cool. And I think it's going to do wonders for this game's longevity, as well as, you know, making long-lasting friendships. He then talks about some of the returning content from Kirby Air Riders, and he talks about some returning stages. And he does the same thing again. He's like, oh, wouldn't it be neat if we brought back some of the older stages, some of the older music from Kirby Riders? Yeah, we added it all back in because I'm freaking Masahiro Sakurai. And yeah, it's awesome. It's really great. I think the best part is that he freaking apologizes. He apologizes for the stages not looking one-to-one with the GameCube edition. And I just felt so bad. I was like, what do you mean? You know, the whole thing with bringing back old stages and modernizing them is like updating the graphics and whatnot. But I think it's just absolutely insane that he just apologizes for it not looking like the GameCube edition. And that he's like, oh, I'm sorry, we had to update it so it, you know, it looked good on like a 4K TV. I'm like, dude, we don't deserve this guy. We don't. I know every other YouTuber said that, but we don't. He's a gamer. Like, he's literally a Wada. I think Arlo made a video about it. I might be wrong. I don't remember where I heard this from, but you know, somebody brought up the fact that like, oh yeah, dude, Sakurai is kind of following in Iwata's footsteps, and yeah, you can see that here. Sakurai has also made a note on like multiple occasion that like, yeah, you know, I'm a fan of these games. I want to make the perfect video game. I'm a gamer. I want to make a video game for gamers, you know, and this applies to anything in life, you know. You like, if you don't enjoy the thing you're making, if you don't like the thing you're making, then how can you expect other people to find enjoyment in it? And then when he talks about this game for 2 hours, if you combine the previous direct, it shows that he's passionate. And that is definitely the whole reason I'm going to be getting this game, despite everything going on, despite the racing market right now, despite the oversaturation of it, in my opinion. I want to get this game because I want to support this level of direction and respect for the IP and whatnot. But we need to keep going with the direct. Talked about everything that he talked about and share my opinions with it and whatnot. Yeah. He then talks more about City Trial and some of the features in regards to it. There's not really too much to say here. The return of Sandbag is back. I think that's cool. I love this guy. How is he not a playable fighter in Smash Brothers? I don't understand. But then the cool part for me, the cool part of the direct, in my opinion, he goes over more character reveals that are coming to the game. And one thing that bothered me in the old direct was, where's Taranza? You know, why is he not part of the crew? You know, Maglor, Susie, Taranza, why is he not part of the crew? He's part of the triplets, you know? Like, I don't know how to explain. The triplets born, the throne awaits. It's these three right here. And boom, there he is, Taranza, and he looks cool. Actually, I might actually main him. He kind of does look cool. I like how he can zip away with his, he's like Spider-Man, bro. Like, look at the way he goes. He's literally Spider-Man. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited to play that as well. But then we also get Lululu and Lalala. I'm not really good at pronouncing them, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool little dots, Pac-Man ghosts. Little creatures. I'm a Kirby fan, I swear. Please don't murder me. I just don't remember them that well. But I love seeing them run around. It is quite funny. And we also get DeRoach. And why is it like the hardest render I have ever seen of DeRoach in my freaking life? Yeah, this could have been a Smash Brothers render for Ultimate, and I would have believed you. I don't know why they felt the need to make the leader of the Squeak Squad go this hard, but they did, because they just love Kirby that much. Being a Kirby fan is easy, okay? Like, oh my goodness, being a Kirby fan is just so easy. And then you got some like joke characters as well. We got Rocky, we got a Waddle Dee, we got freaking Rick. We got Rick. And yeah, pretty good amount of characters. Kind of on the low side, but apparently there are more character slots on the select screen that are missing. So we might get more characters that Sakurai hasn't revealed yet, whether those are story characters or just Kirby characters from the past. I definitely think we are going to get more characters. He just wanted to show off more that is in the roster. But if this is how the roster ended, honestly, I don't mind. I think this is a pretty good roster so far. It covers all the bases, kind of like Sonic Racing, and I don't know. I like the character selection that we got here. I think it's pretty cool. Now, admittedly, I'm going to kind of speed through this as well. I do appreciate that he hyperfixates on this stuff, but I don't really have much to add here. He talks about some of the various machines that are into the game. There's one that literally transforms, and I think that is hilarious. He talks about the various announcer voices, and I don't know why it's always so shocking to hear voice acting in Nintendo games, that isn't Fire Emblem and Xenoblade. But, you know, I'm cool to have voice acting in Kirby. I know we did have that song in Forgotten Land that was voiced, and I'm pretty sure there was voice acting prior to that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, there's voice acting for all the announcer stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. You also got Time Attack and Free Run, and Free Run looks to be pretty fun. I hope that's multiplayer. I think it is. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, Free Run gets you access to all the vehicles, and you can just run around the city trial map and just doing whatever you want, and I think it's really cool. And there's also a machine exclusive to this mode that lets you just fly around and do whatever you want. Basically God power, and I love that. I love that. I love that you can just mess around and stuff. You can do whatever you want. He also talks about the various events that could happen in City Trial. My favorite being the Halberd. Oh my god, I love the Halberd. I love Meta Knight. Also, I don't remember when this happens, but Meta Knight's Revenge from the remix from Super Smash Bros. Brawl is coming back into this game. And I'm so glad Smash Brothers remixes are coming into City Trial, Kirby Air Riders. I think that is so cool, especially Meta Knight's Revenge. That one is a cult classic. That one is a banger, and it's so nice to have that back as well. Back to the Halberd real quick as well. I'm watching the footage again. I love how the skybox changes to reflect its appearance in Superstar Ultra. I think that is so cool. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. I like this game. I love his attention to detail. It's so cool. Now, this is going to be in regards to the road trip, but he talks about boss battles, and specifically he talks about Robo DDD. He's a transformer. It's absolutely insane. I don't know what else to say. It is so crazy. I love how meticulously animated he is when he transforms between Cart and DDD, and I think it's so cool. I don't know what this guy's purpose is or why he's being a menace, but this guy is a cool boss fight, and I'm excited to fight this guy, as well as the other bosses that they kind of teased at that we don't know about yet, but I am excited. I hope they add some cool bosses in there. I saw a picture of Nova's soul from Planet Robobot. That might be interesting. I cannot wait to see what that looks like. But yeah, it looks super freaking cool. And then this next part of the Direct. Oh my goodness. This actually might blow Sonic Racing out of the way. Just a little bit though, probably not entirely, because this game doesn't have crossovers, but I still think it's really cool regardless. And Mario Kart World especially needs to take notes. But oh my goodness, you can customize your machine. You can customize your machine however you want. Put stickers, you can customize the colors, you can customize the backgrounds, you can do whatever you want. It is so cool. You can add little charms as well. Oh my god. Yes, oh my goodness. Customization in video games, I love it. Oh my god, yes. And then Sakurai saw this customization and realized, I could make a black market out of this, and so he did. Luckily, this black market uses in-game currency that you earn by playing the video game. You don't have to spend real world money. There's no microtransactions, but there is a black market for your custom carts, and you can put them online to sell. And if your cart sells for like $1 bajillion, then you can say that you made it in life, and I think that is so cool. I'm gonna be on the quest to make a cart that everybody wants to buy, and I'm gonna become the richest Kirby character. Obviously, you don't get any of that money from the people buying your cart, but I think that is so cool. And then it's at this point, people are probably wondering, oh, we can customize our carts. What about our characters? No, Sakurai thought of that too. You can put cats on your characters, any kind of hat. Like, obviously, you have the copy abilities that you can get in the middle of the race, but of course, you can just add hats to your characters on top of that as well. You can just do stupid crap like that. This man. Oh my god. Can we talk about Onigiri Meta Knight? God, he's happy. I know he loves it. He just has a case of resting moody face, okay? He actually really likes the onigiri on his head. Oh, and I think this part of the Direct made me just like, my jaw just dropped on the floor. But then he shows the main menu for the game. There's been some good main menus, and honestly, I want to make a video about this. I don't know if this is the best menu in video games, but it's up there. It is a good menu. Oh my god. It's so playful. It's so fun. You're on a little table and he throws these like little like sticker like panels onto the desk that you can click with, and it's a little Kirby on a warp star. It's so cute. Needless to say, if you see me spending hours on the menu, sorry but not sorry. And then he shows off some more amiibo, and while the price is still the same with those amiibo, I am very tempted to get that Meta Knight amiibo. But a new functionality that was added specifically with these amiibo in particular, I wasn't gonna buy them because it's just a CPU racer that you train up, and it doesn't really do that much. but it also customizes the cursor on the main menu, so you can have a Meta Knight cursor if that's something you're interested in. And I mean, is that $50 worthy of buying to customize a cursor? No, but the Meta Knight amiibo is really cool. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about that. I gotta evaluate my finances here and see if I can purchase it. The price is still absolutely insane, but I'm so glad they're at least taking advantage of the fact that it's this expensive. I mean, with the DDD one, you can customize the little tracks on the machine and you can make them float. You can put them in flying mode compared to its racing mode, and I think that's super freaking cool, as well as swapping the racers, of course. But if you buy all the figures, then you're spending like what, so 5 times 50, that's $150, I think. Oh my god. Wait, no, $250. Yes, wait, yes, I did the math right. Yes, $250 for all 5 of these amiibo. Oh my god. He then talks about the story a bit and the world building and whatnot. I'm not gonna go too into it here. You know, I'm really into Kirby lore, but I'm really bad at explaining it, but it does look cool. It is kind of cool that they're adding lore to this and they're doing cutscenes as well, and that there's gonna be boss battles as well. This really is just, what if we made Smash Brothers, but it was a kart racing game? And I think that is really cool. Oh, actually, hold up. I almost did forget. He did announce at the end of the Direct that they weren't planning to do any DLC. This is basically his magnum opus. He is confident in saying that everything is added into the game day one and that he wasn't going to update it or make this an ongoing series. I'm just going to say cap on that because Sakurai has said he doesn't want to add content to Smash Brothers in the past, and he will add content anyway. It is really good to hear in the big 2025, especially when DLC has been so normalized to help increase the longevity of a video game kind of artificially instead of just having a meaty base game, especially because this game is $70 as well, making the price point worth it. But also kind of got me thinking about the context of DLC and whether or not it's a good idea to leave a game like this bare bones, because I know we're kind of begging for DLC in regards to Mario Kart World. It's definitely a case-by-case basis for sure, and it's definitely a video I want to make in the future because I feel like DLC isn't the worst thing in the future. It just really depends on how it's handled. But it is very refreshing to hear that he's very much confident in the game that he's made, and he's confident that you're going to get your $70 worth. And the amount of love and fan service and effort poured into this game is unmatched and unheard of, and I want to support it, and I cannot wait to pick this game up. And on an unrelated note, it is kind of funny they're talking so much about this game even though it doesn't release for like a month or so, whereas Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment releases in like, what, 2 weeks? And I have yet to see them really talk about it at all. They did post a trailer on Friday, kind of today, as of me recording this, but oh my goodness, yeah, they do not care about that game. They're just gonna let Sakurai yap about this game for an hour, 2 hours now. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But definitely let me know what you guys think about the game and what you guys think about Sakurai as a game developer, or just whatever you want to talk about in the comments. I'm definitely down to have a conversation down there as always. Be sure to stay tuned this up and coming week. I plan to make 2 videos on Pokemon Legends EA, and I cannot wait for you all to see it. I am really loving the game so far, even though the comment section on some of those videos will tell you not to like the game. The game is really fun, and I enjoy talking about it. Stay hydrated, stay cool, and I will see you all in another video. Bye-bye!